Good morning from Mission Control Houston, and welcome to today's International Space Station update. Joining us here inside of the Flight Control Room in Houston, Texas, the Johnson Space Center, where the Orbit 2 team's on console right now, monitoring all of the different systems on board this orbiting laboratory. That team being led today by Flight Director Tony Sacacci, right now overlooking the activities of the Expedition 34 crew. The astronauts currently up on board the station, back down to a three-person complement following the undocking and landing yesterday of three of our crew members. So three crew members right now of Expedition 34, all the way on the left there, leading as the commander is NASA astronaut Kevin Ford, currently on his second space flight, a veteran of one previous space shuttle mission. He is joined by Russian cosmonauts Oleg Novitsky and Evgeny Tarelkin, both on their very first flights, rookie space flyers, but the three have been on board the International Space Station since arriving back on October 25th. They'll be continuing as a three-person crew until about December, when their next three crew members will launch. But again, last night saw the departure of the former Expedition 33 crew members, Expedition 33 Commander Sonny Williams, Russian cosmonaut Yuri Malenchenko, and Japan Aerospace Exploration astronaut Aki Hoshide. They had a flawless undocking, deorbit, and landing inside of their Soyuz TMA-05M spacecraft as they left the International Space Station yesterday afternoon. They said a final farewell around 1:12 p.m. Central Time, and then went through a series of hatch seal, and leak checks on board the International Space Station, also checking out their launch and entry suits, also verifying all their seals for integrity, and also getting prepared to undock from the station. That undocking occurring at about 4:26 p.m. Central Time yesterday. Following a number of orbits, they then completed their 4-minute, 43-second deorbit burn at around 7:03 p.m. Central Time yesterday, finally landing in the steppes of Kazakhstan at about 7:56 p.m. Central Time, bringing a close to 125 days on board the International Space Station, a total of 127 days in space for these astronauts. You can see here's some video last night from the snowy weather out in Kazakhstan where these astronauts touched down. Williams, who spent 322 days in space on two separate space missions, now ranks 6th all-time in the U.S. endurance list and 2nd all-time for females. Veteran flyer Yuri Malenchenko has spent a total of 642 days in space, spanning across 5 different flights, putting him 7th on the all-time endurance list. Another major milestone to come out of this past expedition was between Sonny Williams and Aki Hoshide, who completed 3 spacewalks, replacing a component to help relay power from the space station's solar arrays to its various systems, and also repairing an ammonia leak that cropped up on one of the station radiators. Sonny Williams, now with 50 hours and 40 minutes of spacewalk time, holds the record for cumulative total spacewalking time by a female astronaut, and Aki Hoshide holding his own record for total time by a JAXA astronaut, standing at about 21 hours, 23 minutes. So with their departure down to a 3-person crew for a couple of weeks, today the crew woke up at about 6 a.m. Central Time, getting a little bit of extra sleeping time to as they move into a day off. They were working throughout much of the day yesterday in all of the undocking support activities. They'll resume their research and maintenance work on board the station on a limited basis tomorrow, and then move back into a full body of work starting on Wednesday.